Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Mega Man Quantum. Last time we arrived in space by Rush, and now we're going to rush ahead in space, to take out Dr. Wily once and for all. Yeah, of course we won't, especially because this video is not that long, though it is pretty long. The best way of dealing with the missiles is, by the way, to just rush it too and not bother with taking them out. I used to really hate this mini-boss because, as you can see, it is very hard to hit him with a charge shot. It mostly bounces off, and then it's just an exercise in patience, long patience, because he can't do shit to you if you hide out under the cannon. But it turns out you can do this, which makes it really fucking easy, as in he can't do shit to you now, and you can take him out in seconds. Which, to my embarrassment, I didn't come up with on my own. Thank you very much, Bean, for your tremendous Let's Plays. This guy here is basically there as foreshadowing. We're going to have to deal with him later on in more cramped quarters. It's going to be harder. This one too, no problem if you just rush it, go up here and take him out quickly. I want to show off the missiles, which of course are a pain in the ass, as they've always been in this game, mostly due to the screen size being really small and their homing being really good, and also they're pretty small on their own. This guy too shows off, yes, these missiles can be kind of a pain in the butt, but on the other hand, if you just rush it again, it makes for a really fun experience, and you can say suck it to the missile. I love it. It's great. Glad for that health pellet too, because now we're on to a real actual boss, which is actually pretty hard. He uses Robot Master weapons, including Ring Boomerang, Napalm Bomb, Power Stone, and of course Ballet Cracker, as we've seen. Sticks to that one, but the only one we're not going to see here is Ring Boomerang. It's not too interesting. He alternates this with the Claw Shot, which comes out quicker than you'd think, and you basically just have to slide away at the right time, but if you time it incorrectly, it can be pretty hard, especially combined with the Buster's Knockback, of course. Learning the timing is pretty much essential. Also, the hardest attack to dodge is again Power Stone. Strange how that works. You can very easily take him out with Pharaoh Shot. It only takes like 2 shots or 3. It takes off 6 points of health. It's incredible. This way it's more fun. Also, giant effort again, an extra sprite just for the destroyed machine. Quantum, you're doing so well, I love you. Off to the interior part. This is a hard checkpoint, by the way. If you game over, you will respawn here. And of course there are fucking cock blockers everywhere. Thankfully enough we have a few weapons to deal with them, but I do have to confess that these guys really ruin my enjoyment of this level. It could be incredibly good, it is really good, but still, these fuckers, I so much hate them, it's so pointless. We do have methods in dealing with them, as said again, otherwise I had originally planned to just solo everything with Ballet Cracker, which is very much possible, but it flowed better this way, so bear with me. Still have 2 shots left, I don't really notice that, but yeah, Ballet Cracker is basically amazing. Sadly enough, I'm out now, and I would have to use a weapon tank, so fuck it, I have to switch off anyway here. Tiger, again, if you hold down the button when going out of the menu, you can very easily take him out. Keep that in mind, because the placement here is pretty evil. This forced trash chat segment reminds me of Tertium's. It's not nearly as dickish there, though getting the timing right for the first ball to be shot out of the air is pretty hard. Doesn't really matter though. Again, 1 Ballet Cracker for this chicken. I spare you the animation. And the menu twisting, we're going to see plenty Ballet Cracker in just a second. Because this block here looks kind of suspicious, revealing the very best, maybe the single good use of Charge Kick in this game. Don't worry, there's going to be a second one too. And also the second appearance of Protoman, in case I haven't apologized for that on video yet. I said during the Napalm Man video that he's only going to be once in the game. Whoops. Again, thanks to Bean, I didn't actually know this. I also really like how the background is animated here. It is not really distracting, but if you pay attention to it, it's really fun to look at. They really did well here. Also, I'm kind of fucking it up here, because this guy's kind of a dick, but 1-hit kill with Charge Kick. That's, well, the second and maybe the only other good use for it. But I like it, it's fun, it's a very nice silver bullet. You also could, of course, use Ballet Cracker, but that goes without saying. By the way, the rest of this level is it's pretty much going to be taken apart by it. Sadly not these fuckers. but can't win them all, right? The explosion goes through shields. Yes, it definitely is just fuck you, asshole, fuck you. It definitely is just metal blades, but it explodes. Fantastic. It's also pretty good against this boss here, though, to be quite fair, there are better uses, mainly the Buster itself, because the explosion can actively hurt you. If you take out all of the copies here, it will not hurt the boss. As you just saw, I shot the real one, and he will just produce more copies on the next shot, so try to take only the real one out with Buster shots. I really like this boss. It is quite fast-paced, quite fun. They're doing a lot with the screen size they have here. It's pretty much perfectly sized and everything. You really have to think about what you're doing, and it is still incredibly intuitive. And you have to pay attention in a way which other games didn't really demand of you so far. So a very good job, designers here. And that's not even the end of it, as you're going to see at the end of this video, or will have seen by the end of this video, to phrase it more correctly. This room, of course, is copy-pasted from the Rush chat room before. It's kind of a shame because I hate the switching, you know. But again, the different enemy placement really makes it into quite a different challenge. And again, I really do not mind that. It just has to be applied properly with different enemy placement as said, and you really do not notice it when playing. I assure you of that. This, however, is just plain bad, and I will never stop complaining about that. The rush coil usage here is completely pointless. There are no enemies to impede you, nothing to make it any kind of challenge, you know, so I do not really understand why they do it. They've been doing so well so far, but it's just a minor complaint in the grander scheme of things. Also, maybe you could get a little distracted by the background here, but you can really see they were pulling all the stops for this final level, and it really shows. It is quite well crafted, does a lot of new things without basically just copy-pasting all the enemies in the game into one bland room after another like Tertium did. They really stepped up their game here and made a lot of new bosses. And because this guy is not just a copy-paste of the previous one, is also again a completely different challenge and a very well crafted one too. I love the way the floor switches all the time. If you shoot the closed eye, it will still take damage. It will, however, shoot back at you, which you see here, for example. Easily avoidable, really well done. You cannot really fuck this up if you shoot the wrong one, as said. So it is not frustrating. There are so many good ideas in this little boss. I love it to bits. Also, they give you 2 pellets, so you're definitely maxed out for the final stretch. Also a very good idea. Have I mentioned already that this game is really fucking good? I'm not sure if I made this clear enough yet. Also, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Go fuck yourself. Seriously hate that, but yeah, I could have slid under there to be quite fair, so it's not that much of a flow breaker, but you know, you will probably still get surprised and die. Pointless cannon. And yeah, that's never fun. It's never fun. So, did you notice this block here? Just checking. It is not really that obvious. As said, I have not found it myself when playing, or maybe I noticed it and chalked it off to, well, a different texture or something. But yeah, there is another Proto Man here. Maybe if you missed the first one, you don't even have to risk the spikes, as you could see very easily, and you do not have to risk that guy, and I am not risking this guy. I'm taking him out with Ballet Cracker because it is amazing. And yeah, that's it for this video, because next time, as the teleporter signifies, we're on our first 3 fights for the Game Boy games. Joy! Thank you very much for your attention.